Hello friends, Lee from Maximize Your Potential Coaching. Today I'd like to talk about why leaders often have uniforms and how this plays a role in the decisions that we make. So studies show that we have a certain amount of decisions we can make in a day before we start to get really fatigued. And one of the roles of these uniforms, Steve Jobs being one of the best examples of this, with his jeans and black turtleneck top, are because it takes that decision out in the morning of what am I going to wear, and how we can multiply this across our lives. So what decisions can you take away from yourself so that when you are needing to decide things that are important, you can make a clear decision and you're not facing that decision fatigue that means that you can't make the decisions at the end of the day, that you find a certain point in the day where you just can't really function very well anymore. There was a Japanese study that came out recently that showed that people who worked 4 days a week were actually more productive than those that worked 5 days a week. And decision fatigue is a big part of that. We just have so much capacity to make decisions before the quality of those decisions and our energy around those decisions starts to go down. So let's think about the things that you can take away from yourself. This is why systems like Trello and Asana can be so helpful. Instead of you having to carry in your brain this information and remember all of the things that you need to do, build your steps of tasks that you need to go through during the day, we can transport those out, we can put them into these automated systems, and basically we can forget them and we can take them out of part of the things that we have to carry around with us the whole time. And then we can just look in at today's tasks and those tasks that we need to do without having to remember, carry and make decisions about all of the other tasks that we have in our list of things that need to get done. So we can use tools like that. So we can use these scheduling tools, these scheduling apps, these reminder apps to keep those things away from us, out of our mind. We can do things like having a morning routine. So I get up in the morning, I meditate, I go and make myself a smoothie. Now I wear, for my uniform, for my Maximize Your Potential coaching, is a black top. So depending on the weather, it'll be a long sleeve top, a polo or a t-shirt. And that's what I'm going to wear to do my Zoom calls, to do these videos. So I'm taking away, what do I need to think about what I'm wearing? Does it match the other things that I'm wearing? That decision has already been made and I just get up and do it. What other decisions could you do? Like, where are the areas that you're putting a lot of decisions into? Thinking about your day, thinking about your time schedule, thinking about what you have to get done in the morning. Another way to do it is to prepare things in the evening prior. We used to do this a lot as athletes. So we'd get our bag packed, we get our kit in our bag, we get everything decided that evening so that when we woke up in the morning, we were fresh, we didn't have to think about it. We just grabbed our bag and we went to the velodrome to train, or we went to the gym. Again, everything was taken care of. Simple things like I keep my training kit in my car, so I don't have to think about remembering it, to remember to get my lifting shoes, to remember to take my rollers with me. It's in my car, left in there all the time, so that I don't have to, it's another decision, it's another thing that I can take away from having to remember. So what are the areas in your life that you can do this? I'm really interested to see where you're finding yourself fatigued around these things, what areas you think you could simplify. And the more we simplify things, the more energy, as I said earlier, that we have to be really effective and to get what we need done when we're making those bigger decisions, when we're thinking about planning, when we're being creative. Creativity needs energy. If we're constantly weighed down by the fatigue of the decisions that we have to make, by the plans that we've got to think about, by the information that we have to store in our head, it can make us much more likely to be creative, and the quality of our creative work goes down. So my task for you is to think about those areas that you're making these decisions, and there's lots of routine decisions you're having to make. How can you take them away? How can you get rid of those things? So my first suggestion is Have a uniform. Have something really simple that you wear each day that doesn't require much thought. You can do this with meal planning, like have your meals made on a Sunday so that you don't have to think about what am I going to make for lunch. You know, we're all working from home. We're much more likely to be preparing and cooking food for ourselves than we were before. So make it simple. Make a bunch of meals, put them in the fridge, put them in the freezer, just drag them out. And again, you don't have to think about it. And it's another decision that you're taking away from yourself. And then really lean on those apps like Trello, Asana, Monday, where you can just dump your information into it. You can dump your thoughts into it and then come back to them when you have the time and energy to deal with them, rather than trying to constantly keep them in your mind and remember them. Let me know in the comments below, reach out to us, email me, lee@mypcoaching.org, and share what you struggle with and share what you found that really works for you. Thanks, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.